So it's saying I'm live, so I'm assuming it is correct. So, hello all. Hope you enjoy what you see. All 0 viewers I currently have, but that's fine. Just here editing, doing what I do. Someone pops in, just hit me up. I literally just got the ability to go live, so I'm giving it a shot. Okay. I've also been working on my mic settings. Hopefully everything sounds pretty good so far. They say talk into the microphone for the Blue Yeti. Bum 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 bum. So I just posted One Punch Man. And it was pretty good. Oh my goodness. So this is what live is like. Doing it through OBS. Don't know if that matters. Oh my goodness. So this is what live is like. And I'm kind of watching myself. We're going meta, next level. And I'm kind of watching myself. We're going meta, next level. Audio sounds good though, I think. Audio sounds good though, I think. What about now? How is this audio? Very good. Of course, I have to zoom in a little more, which I never like. But I think right here should be fine. What about now? How is this audio? Very good. Of course, I have to zoom in a little more. All right, back to editing. Once again, if anyone's joined this chat or this stream, I just got the ability to do this, so I'm just testing it out while I edit some videos. So feel free to chime in if you have any questions or want to talk about anything in particular. I'm always up for discussing movies and TV. About 3 a.m. where I'm at. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Editing is both one of the most rewarding and at the same time depressing things in my life. Editing is both one of the most rewarding and at the same time depressing things in my life. Hmm. Hey, I got one viewer in here. Hey, how's it going? Feel free to chime in if you have anything you want to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just testing out a new feature I've unlocked to stream while I work on editing some videos. I'll probably get one video done tonight. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's about it's a little after 3 a.m. here. I should be in bed, but Person of Interest, such a good show. Should have another episode up this week. I'm almost done with season 2 on my Patreon, whatever it's called. And yeah, the show just gets better and better. I cannot wait to see what happens. Better and better. I cannot wait to see what happens. Hey, I appreciate that. I actually found that Jason mask at Goodwill for $2. It's a mecha. I mean, it's a quality Jason mask, and for $2, how could I not buy it? And now he is surrounded by skulls, which I think is very fitting for Jason. Got like 3 viewers in here. Look at that. Very, very true. It would have been a crime. Pre all of the craziness in the world, I used to go to Goodwill probably twice a day, 5, 6 days a week. Now I'm lucky if I go once a week. Very, very sad. I am editing Lucifer, episode 7, I believe. Yes, episode 7. I probably have about 30 videos I need to edit for YouTube. It is a lot easier to post on my Patreon, so I get quite a bit ahead on that end, and then it just kind of leaves me a backlog of episodes to edit. Also, let me know if my mic is good and all that. It's a new microphone, and I'm still working out the settings. So feel free to Michael, you are 100% correct. Michael is the pettiest, most conniving uh, angel I've ever met. Of course, I've only met a few on this show, but he's so terrible. I do love the physicality that Tom Ellis brings to the Michael character, though. How he completely carries himself differently than Lucifer. Very weaselly. If Lucifer's the serpent, Michael is the weasel. I have to drink a lot, sorry. My allergy medication gives me dry mouth, plus I am sobering up from a few drinks earlier. Indeed, the robes. He really put on the show, didn't he? Dan didn't know what hit him. But looking at it from Dan's side, I can understand why he did what he did. He was a little freaked out. His mind was a little torn, and he had a literal angel appear to him and command him to do something to keep his loved ones from a fiery damnation. So it is understandable. Now we just need Lopez to find out, and the whole crew will be in on the celestial joke. I just got done watching the first episode of One Punch Man tonight. That was a good time. Crazy, crazy show, but man, was it fun. I would assume she's gonna find out. I mean, it doesn't seem like they would keep it from her, being they've let Dan in on it. So I really think she'll probably find out in 5B. Now, whether it's through Lucifer or someone else, or if Michael manipulates it like he did with Dan, I can't say. But I definitely think she's going to find out. Also, I am not watching the trailer for 5B. I don't want to be spoiled with anything, so just to be safe, I've decided to not watch. That was loud. I apologize. I am leaning towards thinking somehow Lucifer's ring is going to bring Lilith back, but in Maze's body. Just throwing that out there. Could be completely wrong. I probably am completely wrong, but I would like to see Lilith return. That would be pretty amazing, Psycho Reviewer. Just, screw it. Here it is. Uh, I am, though, more inclined to believe Amenadiel will be the one to reveal the existence of Celestials and all of that to Lopez. But what you described would be pretty awesome too. And definitely in character of Lucifer, who I could 100% see him doing that. Okay, now we wait for it to render. T-minus 37 minutes. Oh. Well, the only supernatural type show I'm currently watching besides Lucifer is Dark, the German show, and it's got some supernatural elements. Oh, I'm also watching Fringe right now, which I really like. But I really like anything sci-fi or supernatural based. It's always been an interest. So if you have anything to suggest I should check out, let me know. I've seen most of Supernatural, I think up to like season 10 or 11 maybe. I've seen Buffy. I haven't seen Angel. I've seen X-Files. I've seen Firefly. I've also seen some random ones but yeah. Buffy's fantastic. Buffy was one of those shows I would wait all week for the next episode. I remember when the musical episode first came on, I had to rush to find a VCR tape to record it. And then I took that VCR tape around to all my friends who missed the episode and probably watched it 10, 20 times that week. Buffy's fantastic. I had such a crush on Sarah Michelle Gellar. Whew, for a long time. Of course, my biggest crush was Vampire Willow. Man. Teenager Clint was in love. She checked off all of my I guess the word now is kinks. She did it for me. Wow. Vampire Willow. Perfection. I've never heard of that show. Nevers. Without giving too much away, what is it about? I'll definitely, if it sounds interesting, at least check out the pilot episode. And if I like it, I'll probably watch it. Might take a while to get the episodes up on YouTube, but there's nothing wrong with having too many videos to edit. It might be daunting, but at least you know you always have content. Yeah, I'm actually so behind in any kind of entertainment news or what's coming out. I don't really look anything up anymore because I'm afraid of getting spoiled on either something I'm watching or something I'm gonna watch. So anything show wise that's not in my little I'm watching it right now bubble completely flies over my head. uh, it looks like we got a few more viewers in here. Hello, everybody. This is Mega from Mega Reacts. I'm messing around editing and chatting with anyone who wants to chat. So hit me up with any questions or anything you might want to say, and you can hear what some random dude on YouTube's opinion is on things. Well, we're back down to only one. It's all good though. It's all good. Just testing out this new option I have. I can go live. Oh no, that's a good explanation. Blah, blah, I cannot talk. That's a good explanation. It gives me just enough information without too much. I like the setting, Victorian era. I really dig that setting. And yeah, I like the idea of kind of a separate class called outsiders who got powers for some unknown reason. Interesting concept. Yeah, I will definitely check that out. Uh okay, okay. They are outsiders. They're not called outsiders. They're called the Troubles. The Troubles sounds even cooler. Don't go over there. You'll run into the Troubles. You know, because they're always causing trouble. The Touched. The Touched. That's yeah, that makes a little more sense. The Touched. touched by devils, touched by angels, touched by aliens, touched by ghosts of the dead. Who is it who touched the touched and gave them their powers? Good concept, good concept. And it's an HBO show, so you know the quality is going to be there. Got right. About 15 more minutes to render. Good deal. I'll be in bed by 4 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, Josh Whedon, he was taking some hits there. A lot of shady talk came out about him. I, though, have always been able to separate the art from the artist, so that kind of stuff doesn't really detract for me from the shows and things like that. I can separate them, so. I need to watch Snyder's Justice League. And actually, I've never seen Josh Whedon's Justice League either. So I think I'll just avoid the Whedon cut and go straight to the Snyder cut. If I ever get around to watching it. Well, I got some new people in the stream. Hello, welcome. Just chatting for a bit while I wait for this video to render. I just got done editing. And feel free to hit up the chat, ask me any questions. Want to talk any shows or have any theories on Lucifer? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Don't watch neither. Yeah. I'll eventually watch one just to finish out the trilogy, so it'll definitely probably be the Snyder cut, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. Both of those movies had some good parts, but movies as a whole, I was never a huge fan. Facts. I really was excited for Matt Reeves' Batman. And I really thought Robert Pattinson? Robert Pattinson. I thought he was gonna make a pretty darn good Batman. I don't know if you've seen it on my channel. I have a whenever the trailer came out, the teaser trailer, I guess, I did a recut with parts of the movie Seven. This is back when I first started doing my posting regularly on my channel. And it's not that great. It's not that great of an edit, but it reminded me of it. Hey, what's up, Michael? How you doing? Where I'm at, it's early morning. Not sure what time it is in your neck of the woods. As you can see, I'm now at over 1,000 subs, so I can now go live. So here I am while I wait for this edited video to render. Drinking my whiskey. Looking forward to bed in a little bit. I think I made it about a half hour into Twilight before I had to turn it off. And I'll admit, him being in those movies turned me off of him for a long time. But after seeing him in a few different things where he could really kind of show what he could do, I became a believer. 2 a.m., huh? Yeah, it's almost 4 here. But I have to work night shift at my job tomorrow, so I'm staying up late. That's it, person of interest. I'll have an episode up this week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And that goes for both YouTube and Patreon. Will definitely be new episodes posted. Indeed you do, sir. It is a fantastic show. I will say though, out of all the shows I'm currently reacting to, I think Fringe is up there. Fringe and Person of Interest are kind of my top two shows right now that I really am into hard. And I think they're both J.J. Abrams shows, so which I don't know. Don't even get me started. I can go down a damn rabbit hole talking about J.J. Abrams and Star Trek because I am a huge Star Trek fan, though I've never seen the original series, so I might watch that also. But I know of the original crew from the movies, not the TV show. But Next Generation, DS9, those were my two jams. And man, Star Trek is in a sad state of affairs. And it breaks my heart. I waited so long for some new Trek. Well, I got off on a tirade there, but yeah, you should definitely start Fringe. It's fantastic. Fantastic. I'm about halfway through season 1 on Patreon. I think I've got 2 or 3 episodes up on YouTube right now. But I really enjoy it. It feels to me like a more lighthearted X-Files. Maybe grounded a little more than X-Files too. I was editing Lucifer. It is now rendering, has 13 minutes left. So I can have an episode of Lucifer up early in the week, but I will be editing Person of Interest next and then Fringe. So expect Lucifer, Person of Interest, and Fringe to all drop this week. I heard Monk is a good show. It is on my list. It is on my list of things to watch. I know it has... I always think of the old show Wings. I think Wings is the name of the show. Don't remember much about that show other than it's in an airport, but the guy who plays Monk was on that show. I think it was a cab driver. And that's always the character my mind goes to when I think of that actor. Yeah, X-Files is a little dated. Even if I go back and try to watch it, there's a few episodes I can watch because those episodes are just amazing. But the show as a whole just, I don't know, doesn't really hold up. But you're right, Fringe is amazing. Like I said, I'm only about halfway through season 1, but I am really enjoying it. It's a little gross sometimes, though. And I don't necessarily, I don't cringe from gross things, but definitely gets a damn reaction out of me. Also gonna record some Harry Mack this week. Maybe something else, I'm not sure. Oh, no worries there, Daryl. Like I said, I'm on Patreon. I'm almost done with season 2, and there's no way I'm gonna quit watching Person of Interest. I am in it for the long haul with Person of Interest. I am dug down and deep. There are so many answers I want. There are characters I want to see more of, and characters I just love. I mean, oh my God. John is an amazing character. Finch also. Bear, the dog. I love Bear. And then Root. Oh, I can't get enough of Root. I was teased last episode that I finished for Patreon, episode 13 or 14. I can't really remember. But man, oh man, did it make me want to watch the next episode. Yeah, Jimmy, that's what I heard. But yeah, like I said, I'm dug in on Fringe too. I like the characters. I will say my least favorite character is, one could argue, the main character, the agent. I can't remember her name to save my life. But as you all know, if you watch my channel, I'm terrible with names. But she's probably my least favorite. And maybe it's just because she's so hard edged right now. I mean, but after what she's been through and the betrayal and having her ex partner slash lovers part of his mind in her head, and I mean, it makes sense she would be a little distant, I guess, but she seems almost less human, if that makes any sense. Personholics? Maybe. Okay, that video is done rendering. Do I want to edit something else tonight or not? I do not know. Yes, I am currently watching 24. I think I'm on episode 4 or 5. The thing that really, I mean, when everything has to come to YouTube, the editing process, and being it's a one-man show, it's only me. That's kind of where the kind of bottleneck of the process is, because I can only get videos up as quick as I edit them, and YouTube can be rough. If you look at the Kingsman video I posted, part 1, took 7 re-edits to get on YouTube. So what I hope to be have it edited and up in 2 to 3 hours became about 8-hour period. So when you hit snags like that, it just throws everything behind. I use Filmora. It's Wondershare Filmora X is what I use. It's pretty simple. It was recommended as a good starter program for editing, and so I was originally using some free to use program, but it had some sort of update, and when that happened, I could no longer use it. So I threw down some money I had, and Filmora Wondershare Filmora X was what I ended up with. Psycho. I have not seen Sopranos. I may have seen one episode here, one episode there, but I never really watched it. I do know quite a bit about the show though, because as you probably are aware, it was kind of a cultural phenomenon when it came out. Yeah, Jimmy, you're right. She is definitely dedicated to her job. It's almost, I mean, it is her whole purpose in life. And I get that same feeling with John, but he at least shows bits of humor and levity in his work where she is just cold, very cold. Which is probably why she's so damn good at her job and why the corporation wants her to work for them. Might as well just call the corporation Weyland Yutani at this point. Not, what is it, Amalgamated Dynamics or something like that. Oh, hey now, Jimmy Jones. That sounds like an interesting episode. Half animated, half noir theme. Very cool. I just think of General Dynamics, which is a contracting company. But yeah, I think the dynamics part we both have right. All right, man, you have a good one too, and appreciate you stopping by for my first live stream. And sure I'll see you over on Patreon, buddy. 10 a.m. Nice. It is almost 4 a.m. here. Oh, let me adjust. Oh. Yep, it is 3:57 a.m. Massive dynamics. That's right. That's right. I was working on something with a buddy I met on the internet. It's like a new theme song or something for my channel, and we wound up making a remake of Anvil of Crumb from Conan the Barbarian, which don't know how well it's going to do for a intro and outro on my channel, but it sounds pretty damn cool, or at least I think. Yeah, Central Time Zone. I am in Northwest Florida. Northwest Florida. Yeah, I figured you were in the UK, Jimmy. With my job, I got to deal with some people across the pond, and I was like, 10 a.m. That sounds, yeah, it's probably around that area. Village of Cheddar, home of the cheese. I bet they have that on a t-shirt, don't they? Welcome to Cheddar, home of the cheese. I might not live in a small village, but I do live in a small town, or a smaller town. I'm really not sure what classifies as a small town. Well, I don't technically live in any town. I live outside of a smaller town. Well, I'm close to a tourist area, and if this area was the home of cheddar cheese, we would sell T-shirts. There would be there would be a building shaped like a giant piece of cheese that would sell cheese T-shirts. So that's the kind of area I'm close to, would have something like that. Tourist trap, but I guess that's Florida. Florida. The area I'm in Florida is referred to both lovingly and unironically as the Redneck Riviera. So, if you want to get an idea, that sums it up. But I enjoy it, so that's what matters, right? Yep. Just adjusted my mic a little bit there. It's not as gimmicky as it was. Now it's just cookie cutter. There's more money to be made if you tear down all the gimmicky stores and just build condos. But there's still a few gimmicky ones left. I can respect that about the UK. Just find what you need by yourself. Leave us alone. Of course, I am, according to my DNA test, like 40% UK. So maybe that's why. Actually, being in Florida, that explains why I have both a crocodile and a alligator skull behind me, right back there. Got a bigger one over here too, but I've actually used to swim with the alligators. So. Young teenage me, who had no fear and who thought, I could take one if I had to. I'd be fine. Luckily, I never had to test that theory. I'm sure I would have been wrong. Wow, that is a small village. Probably 80, 90,000 people in the town I'm closest to. But like I said, I'm probably a good 20 miles from town. Well, I can walk outside now and there's probably uh just on my road probably 6 or 7 houses out of the probably 15, 20. About 6 or 7 of them have American flags out front. There is no shortage of flags on display in my neighborhood. But I'm a live and let live kind of fella. So you wanna flag up, more power to you. You don't want to flag up, more power to you. It's your house, do what you want. Oh, nice. I would definitely go to Wells then. It was where Hot Fuzz was shot. uh, Rock, flag, and eagle, right? As Charlie would say on Always Sunny. Rock, flag, and eagle. Yeah, I don't particularly get it either, to be honest. I know some people who are like me who really, well, whatever, we really don't care. I know other people who are gung ho, man. Like, especially, around certain holidays, it's let's go out in the yard and put 100 little flags up and uh, let's just get crazy. Yeah, Shaun of the Walking Dead, Hot Fuzz, and Worlds. Yeah, dude. And I will say, out of the Cornetto trilogy, I believe is what it's called, I gotta say, World's End is my favorite of the three. I mean, I love them all. Don't get me wrong, but Hot Fuzz is good. Shaun of the Walking Dead is good. Shaun of the Dead is what I call it. I don't know if it's titled differently in the UK, but World's End, just everything about that movie is so good. Love it. So to edit an average episode takes about an hour to an hour and a half just to do the basic edit. Then you look at rendering time, upload time to YouTube. You're looking at roughly maybe 2.5 hours. And that's to get a video from edited to YouTube. And that's if you don't get copyright striked and blocked and have to re-edit and blah blah blah. So 2.5 to 3 hours, not counting watch time. So yes, I am going to try to get on HMAX Happy Hour, but between work and having a kid, finding the time to get on whenever he's doing it, to get into the lobby to try to get picked, I just haven't been able to make it happen yet. Don't worry though, it is gonna happen. It is gonna happen. I have my 3 words. Now they do change from time to time as I come up with new ones, but yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I gotta make it happen. Time though, man. Whew, time is getting harder and harder to manage the older I get. I dig vampires. I would love to be on. I would love to be on. I'd even wear my black hat backwards so I look like him. I probably wouldn't. That might creep him out. He'd think I'm a stalker or something. But yeah, I definitely want to be on there. Yeah, rap died with me in the late 90s. Like I just completely lost interest. Probably 98, 99. But good music and talent is good music and talent, and the man Harry Mack has both. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, NWA, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, like all of that was the rap I listened to when I was in high school, a teenager, maybe a little bit younger too. I think NWA I was listening to in the 4th grade. In the 4th grade, listening to NWA. And I didn't really know the context of a lot of what I was hearing. So I got in trouble, needless to say, for singing some of the lyrics. But there was no malice meant, and everything worked out. But yeah, but really, I got into the whole grunge scene and then the indie lo-fi scene, and rap just kind of fell to the wayside. And then when I did hear rap on the radio, or I'd hear someone saying some new awesome song, I'd hear it and I just thought it was trash most of the time. So I just never really bothered. And then I just quit. I just quit looking into rap. Like, quit even caring what was out and what was current. And then I happened upon Harry Mack, and you know what happened from there. I appreciate that. Being a fan of my reactions, I try to put out quality content and entertain folks. I figure if I'm going to watch something, why not record it and post it? So that's what I'm doing now. He definitely does it differently. I'm just amazed at his art, and it's art, man. Just the way he processes and thinks and can come up with so many so many ciphers and fresh lyrics. It amazes me. Fantastic. And yeah, Dawn of the Dead was the original. There's Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and then Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead is personally my favorite of the original Romero zombie movies. There's actually a lot of movies I have seen, which is why a lot of the more popular movies that get reactions done to them, the Back to the Futures, the Jaws, the Lord of the Rings, which are guaranteed huge viewers. I mean, you post any of those I named, you're going to get views. I've seen all those. I used to manage a video store for like 3 years. So there was a certain time period where I saw most of everything that came out. And then that period kind of ended. So most of the things I haven't seen are kind of, after kind of 2005, and then just random things I just didn't get around to watching. But yeah, I love a good zombie movie, and Day of the Dead is just fantastic. Yeah, I've heard the mumble rap. Uh, I tried to talk to a buddy of mine about it who kind of digs it, and he compared it to Bob Dylan and how Bob Dylan kind of mumbles. And I told him I'd take his word for it because I don't get it. Yeah, yeah. I kind of did that on purpose though. I saw the thumbnail and I was like, I was already wearing the same color shirt, and then I saw the hat and I was like, let me throw on my black hat and just see how much we look alike. And I do still want to do a parody channel called Harry Whack, and I would dress like Harry Mack, but I'd call myself Harry Whack and go on Omegle and act super confident and be like, give me 3 words and I'm gonna blow your mind, and then try to do what Harry Mack does and completely fail at it because I'm no Harry Mack. I've not put in the practice, the work, uh, the years upon years that he has done, and it would be a hot mess. But it could be a funny little show. Childish Gambino. The only song I know of his was the one that everyone probably knows about. The "This Is America." It was a catchy song. It was catchy. But nothing I would really listen to again. I think I heard it once or twice. And Jimmy Jones, yeah, I've seen Matrix, I've seen Truman Show. Yeah, it would get a bunch of views at first, Harry Whack, but you know, maybe if I did that though, I'd become a better freestyle rapper just from the practice of trying to be bad. I'd eventually become good, or I would just spiral into a pit of just suckiness and be driven off the internet. Yeah, it's just an idea. I don't have really time to add more to my plate right now when it comes to my channel. I think I'm doing what, 5 or 6 shows right now and a movie here and there. Once again, it all bottlenecks with getting on YouTube. Patreon's easy because I don't have to edit nearly as much. But YouTube is a little tougher, which I'm fine with. You know, they do what they got to do. I do what I got to do, and we come together and try to make it work. Oh, I love the original Terminator. Love the original Terminator. Terminator 2 was good too. I don't think I've seen any of the other ones, but Terminator 1 I liked more than Terminator 2. Yeah. I don't know if it was you or someone else who told me my little circle I was in was too small, so I made it bigger. And yeah, and the rest was history, as they say. I haven't changed it back since. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's 4:20 in the morning. I got 3 viewers, and we're on YouTube. Um, I think I kept it so small for so long just because I didn't want people really looking at me. I know that sounds weird. Have a YouTube channel, you don't want people to look at you, but you know it's weird putting yourself out there. And at first, I just had a small little window with me in it, and I think as I've just either gotten more comfortable with being on camera or just don't care anymore. I'm not sure which. Maybe a combination of both. I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it's time to have me more front and center. But going back to Psycho Reviewer's comment earlier, vampires. I love vampires. I love vampire movies. And this is, I don't know, this is proud nerd credentials or shameful nerd credentials, but I ran a live action role playing LARP vampire game in the early 2000s, and at the height we had 50 or 60 people playing this vampire live action game, and it was so much fun, and I met so many wonderfully strange and cool people. Yeah, I got you. That makes sense. And I was a fan of reaction channels before I made my own. I would watch reactions to shows I've seen and try to relive that feeling I felt when I first watched something. And there's just something about reaction channels I just love. And with the whole lockdown and everything, I found myself with some time, and there was quite a few shows I wanted to watch, and I figured if I'm going to watch something for the first time and I like watching reactions, maybe I should film my own. And then here we are. 8 months later, I'm doing a live stream while editing an episode of Person of Interest. Kind of a soft edit, to be honest. I'm just going through and just kind of separating a few things, and I'll really dig into it tomorrow. It's too early, late, depending on how you look at it, to really dig in deep right now. Oh yeah, dude. I also learned from Harry Mack comments on how to pause my video and move forward and back with just hitting keys instead of using my mouse. And you know what? If I get a good idea that comes in, I use it because, you know, it's all about learning, man. It's all about learning. My fans in the UK, peace and love, man. I love you all. And yeah, I've never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And honestly, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back, everybody. That might be too much information, but be back. I have returned with Jameson and ginger ale. My drink of choice. Hey now, there's no talks of assassination here. I'd gladly give you my channel to save my life. What? No Avengers in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm out. I'm just playing. I'll eventually watch it, I think. We'll see. I gotta finish off some shows first. Gotta watch out for those clones. They get your DNA from anywhere, man. It's dangerous. It's always good when a show can end on its own terms and doesn't just try to drag it out to make as much money as possible. And they just keep viewing shit. Inhumans look like it would be a bust. I'm editing my intro with this new song me and a buddy made. Not sure if it's gonna work or not. Currently I am editing my intro video. I have edited Lucifer tonight and did kind of a soft edit of an episode of Person of Interest. But I've had a little too much to drink to fully edit Person of Interest right now. But I'm jamming hard to this song. Oh yeah, Psycho, you're right. It is a shame when good shows get canceled. Let me see. I don't know if y'all can hear this or not. I'll try to. I'm gonna play this song for you that me and a buddy worked on. It's editing drunk does sometimes make it turn out better, but this is a song me and a buddy worked on. It's inspired by a song from Conan the Barbarian, so you might recognize it in some parts, but we'll see. And if it's too loud or not loud enough, I'm still learning how this going live junk works. So song hits a whole nother level when you got some Jameson in you. I'm just saying. It's so 80s, I love it. And Vernon, I'm into all kinds of music, really. If I like it, I like it. You know, I'm not one who, there's all genres of music I like, so it's hard to narrow it down, but I know I like it if I listen to it. You know. Still trying to get this new mic figured out. I think I've almost got it set up the way I want it though. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. I don't know what that means. But it's funny. I can believe that, Jimmy. though most of the music I listen to now, I actually started listening to in my early 20s. Now, I still listen to a lot of stuff I listened to when I was around 14, but my musical taste really changed around 21, 22. Or I wouldn't say changed, but I kind of got into a different genre than my alternative grunge type. I'm blue da ba dee ba. Is that it? Dun dun da na 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 do da da dee. Is that the song you're talking about? If it is, I have heard that song, and I do know that song. All right, yeah, yeah. I know that song. I had to. I don't know. I had to just say it out loud and fast to get it. Catchy. Very catchy. All right, buddy. You have you a good one. And I'll be doing more live streams, I'm sure. I mean, something to do while I'm editing. If someone shows up, I'll talk. If no one does, I won't. Your reality has been shattered. They're Italians. I just closed it. I think. Which one is 14, 15? I don't even know. Uh, Let me see. Give me just a second. Ooh, Jameson's hitting hard right about now. It was episode 19 is what I was editing, which is the next episode to post on YouTube. So 19, we are almost done with season 1. It was season 1, episode 19 is what I was editing. I haven't filmed my next Patreon one yet. I'll be filming that tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday. With my Patreon ones, I generally film, edit, and upload all in the same day. So on days you're getting Patreons, most of the time, it's right from filming to edit to upload. Yeah. When I edit for Patreon, I doubt I'd ever go live because those edits are quick and easy. Trim the front, trim the back, trim any miscellaneous filming stuff that you really don't want to watch, and upload. The true editing, yes, super easy for Patreon. YouTube is where your editing chops are made. How can I edit this 50-minute video down to 10 to 15 while avoiding copyright strikes, demonetization, and all of the other hurdles for posting? Once again, I'm not complaining, I'm just speaking truth. Actually, I'm going to need to try to bank some episodes for Patreon because I am going to be on vacation for like 12 days, the beginning of June. And I will not be recording or posting. Might post a snapshot here and there on Patreon. If anyone even cares. They are like, we're here to watch your reactions, not see pictures of the American Southwest. And I understand that. My Patreon has all of the shows I react to and the movies, and you can get unedited reactions. You basically get the whole thing. None of my Harry Mack stuff is on Patreon because basically I can film a reaction to Harry Mack and upload everything directly to YouTube because he doesn't copyright strike or anything like that. He's cool with reactors. So there really isn't a reason to also house that on my Patreon. And so it's really just all my shows. If I have a show, most likely you'll find the unedited reaction on Patreon. Now there's a few episodes here and there that might be missing from Lucifer because early on I had no plan on doing a Patreon. So I didn't really save a couple of my files, which, Oh yeah, Disney Plus is pretty rough to get around. What was the show? Umbrella Academy Season 2. If you go to my channel on my playlist, you would notice I never finished it. That's because the copyright on that show was so crazy. It drove me nuts. So I just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Because I would re-edit 12 times, get it up. The next day they'd hit it and I have to redo it. It drove me crazy. Look at Jimmy Jones throwing out the info. I appreciate that, buddy. I'm going to be watching Kingdom. Kick who out? I'm not kicking nobody out. Who are you talking about? I don't think anyone said anything bad. I'm going to be posting a reaction to Kingdom of Heaven this month. Requested by one of my patrons. I'm going to be watching the director's cut, which is 3.5 hours long. Should be fun though. Oh, nice. 10 episodes ahead. That'd have been crazy. White Collar's fun though. That is a fun show. If I'm in a down mood, it's like, let's put on an episode of White Collar. That'll cheer you up. Neil Caffrey, one of the greatest characters. Shit, I've been alive for over 2 hours. That's crazy. Mozzie's the man. Yeah. I want to think I'm more like Neil, but in reality, I'm more like Mozzie. That would be my character. I'm not. I think it's Mozie, but it's pronounced the same, so it's all good. But I don't think I'm cool enough, charming enough, or good looking enough to be Neil Caffrey. Well, I don't think. I know. I'm no Neil Caffrey. I'm closer to Mozzie, and I'm fine with that. He's a cool character. A cool dude. That's right. He knows. Do not trust the government. I didn't need Mozzie to tell me that. Uh, that was ingrained in me at a early age. A healthy distrust and fear of the government. It has done me well over the years too. I always know when to get out of a situation before it escalates. It's time to go. Things are gonna go bad. Well, it is 4 minutes till 5 a.m. I'm gonna probably wrap up around 5, make that 3 minutes. But this was a really good test run on seeing how live streaming works. I do appreciate the few people who showed up and gave me someone to talk to while I edit. It actually made the process a little more fun, which is good because editing can be tedious. No doubt. And my computer surprisingly held up well while editing and streaming. I was worried it'd be super choppy and laggy, but knock on wood, watch it be a hot mess next time I try. Yeah, dude, I definitely will. Like I think I said earlier, I have to work night shift at my job tonight, so staying up late was kind of the plan because if not, I would be up early and feel like crap while working tonight. All right, buddy, you take care, have a good one, peace out, and I will see you all on the flip side.